G'day fellas, this is your owner of the Austin Armadillos, the 0-2 Austin Armadillos. I don't know how we've lost to teams like the Bucks with the roster that we have. First of all, welcome to the video. I hope you guys are doing good today. I'm doing alright too. Thank you for asking. The offense is definitely coming together. This episode, we should definitely target at least one O-lineman. I want to get a backup tight end for Evan Ingram, a receiver, maybe even two, depending on how good the class is. And I definitely would like to get a backup running back for Walkley, like a third down specific power back. On the defensive end, switch to a 4-3 so we can get Dexter Lawrence involved. Definitely need to get linebackers, especially a right outside linebacker. That's probably the thing we need the most. Does anybody want Daniel Jones? Daniel Jones, a 4th and 1 of the seconds for the Broncos' first pick. BJ Hill and a 2nd rounder for the Dolphins' first round. I did say I was going to trade away Steven Nelson as well because he's only on like a 3-year contract. Anybody interested in these beautiful defensive back package that I've put together? The Redskins are really interested in Steven Nelson. Just like that, we get the Redskins first round. Now that that's out of the way, let's see what the draft class is looking like here. Ray Ryan, Paul Hammond. I am looking to get a power back, as I said, specifically for third downs. Not that I don't like Wayne Gallman, it's just, I don't really want an elusive back. All these guys start off really good. The only one that looks amazing is Bryant Maxwell. Though, to be fair, Bradley Miller does have a B instead of a B-. I'm gonna chuck both of these guys on. Chandler already has 2 bloody XP points. Let's use it on him. We only need 1 more point into his throw power for that to be a 99. Teddy Kadoo also getting 2 upgrade points. Start turning this guy into a lockdown machine. Start making Teddy Island. Speaking of which, what do we have at wide receiver? A- spec catch? Patrick Charles getting it instantly. Latuan Young also looks like a beast. And then on the right, we have 2 Nick Barnett, Leroy Fletcher. Nick Barnett's not really my kind of character, but I'll put him on. I'll even take a linebacker in the later rounds. Anybody who's green, I'll chuck on the board. There we go. Trayvon Macy making it a little bit better. Like Carrier's basket. What about a running back? I don't necessarily want a first rounder. I'll even go second round, happily. This guy's the only guy with A-, and he's a power back. 2 of them are power backs. I'm definitely not going to take him with one of our early first rounders, I'll tell you that much. This guy is turning into a monster. Already up to 85 in his first year. What's his stats looking like halfway through? He's already got nearly a 90 deep, 90 medium. Can throw on the run if he needs to. I wouldn't like him scrambling with that 61 acceleration though. Trigger happy, ideal forcing passes. So this guy lives life on the edge. What a legend, mate. I salute you. I am so glad we got the Dolphins first round. How are we second last? The Eagles are 2-10 though? The only thing I'm a little bit worried about is I don't really have a lot of people on the draft board. I like this Paul Hammond guy. You do have 4 first round picks. If Hammond is there at the later end of the first round, I'm definitely going to take him. Maybe there's like a wide receiver in the 4th or 5th round that's just gonna blow us away. Like this guy, Antoine Talbot. Doesn't look too bad for a 5th rounder. Jabril Peppers is gonna be a 94 overall though. And again, we haven't even hit the playoffs yet. He might get a yearly award or something. Any 3rd or 4th round tight ends? The only one that's green out of all of these guys is Jared Short. He's getting put on the board. Eric Delgado has a B+. He's on the board. What are the yearly awards looking like? Rookie of the Year nominee potentially. Todd Gurley wins MVP. Baker Mayfield in 2nd. Nobody from our team at all. All right, checking out the NFC. Todd Gurley, of course, going to win Offensive Player. Khalil Mack. Could have seen that coming. Barkley, 5th on offensive player. What about rookie though? Chandler, there we go. Anybody else? I know we got a couple of gems. Nobody. Teddy Kadoo, your defensive rookie. It doesn't look like we have just Teddy Kadoo and, okay. How did Chandler deal with being in the NFL? Not that well. He had 3,500 yards, 16 touchdowns, and 16 picks. For his overall, that is disgraceful. Sean Kaiser might have been a better starter, honestly. But we need to get him some wide receivers. That's clearly the problem. Barkley carried the team without a shadow of a doubt. Nearly 1,500 yards, 13 touchdowns. Wayne Gallman, surprisingly, 242, 6 touchdowns. Receiving end, nobody even close to 1,000. Nobody even cracking 5 touchdowns. And on the defensive end, Ogletree, 114. Teddy can do 113. He also had 4 TFLs, half a sack, and 2 picks. Julian Love putting in work. Jabril Peppers, our strong safety, who's like a 94 or something, putting in a lot of work as well. I trust his defense. I think in 2 years, when we make that push for the playoffs, we're going to be close to a 99, surely. And without further ado, let's go check out how we did on upgrade players. Show me some good news. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Teddy finishes season 1 as an 87 overall, but the big thing is, he went from a star development to a superstar. And I love this guy so much. So for winning offensive player, Chandler basically just hits a 90 overall. Finally cracks that 99 throw power, which is lovely. The good news is, even though he didn't have a really good season, he still retained that superstar development. If he went down to a star, that would have caused us all kinds of troubles. Super Bowl 54, Packers and Browns. Let's get a recap on how our season did. I'm curious. So we started off 0-2, then went to 1-4, then went to 2-6. 2-7, sorry. It's weird. In the later half of the season, we turned it up big time. Like, we were tanking for a really good pick. And then we turned out to probably drop to like a 10th or something. Wild card, Jacksonville knocking off New England. Nothing else really too crazy there. Chicago knocking off the Saints in overtime. Chicago over Dallas. Cleveland over Jacksonville. Chargers cheese stopped in the AFC Championship. Cleveland whooping that butt, and then the Packers. Imagine how packed Lambeau would have been for this game. Division rival, NFC Championship game, and that was the scoreline. That would have been so hype, and then we got the Super Bowl, of course, Packers and Browns. Brian Maxwell was recognized today not only as the best receiver, but as the best player overall. This guy was the Heisman winner at cornerback. Jeez. Must have had one hell of a season, man. You guys already know, it's free agency time. I'm about to go in and do this myself. I do not trust the computer. Last year, very unlucky with Clowney. This year, coming back with more cap room, and Tyreek Hill is here. Only problem is the Dolphins are offering an arm and a fin for him. Chris Jones is here. I remember in our last build, we picked him up. We also got Derrick Henry. We also have Eric Ebron here as well, who the Dolphins are also... I think Shaq Thompson might just be the safe bet here. I'm not competing with Miami, man. They're offering 124 points. You have lost your damn mind. We pick up Shaq Thompson. What do we got in the 2020? Where are we picking? We have the first pick. That must have hands down been the Dolphins. Then have the 7th pick as well. Okay. We have Bryant Maxwell, who won the Heisman, and then we have Bradley Miller. Bryant Maxwell has a really bad combine though. The only thing that really turns me off about this guy is the fact that he runs a 4.6. For a first pick in the draft, you take a cornerback that runs a 4.6. We might very well be reaching with Bradley Miller as well, but at least a 4.45 is respectable. His bench press is pretty decent. He's got a 32-inch vertical, which is fine because he's 6'2". But then we also have Patrick Charles here as well, who's also slow as anything. Call me crazy, but I'm going to take Bradley Miller, man. I need somebody that's got speed out there. I don't want no 4.6, 40-yard cornerback. Let's go Bradley Miller. 79 superstar. Bradley is ranked 11th, so we did reach, but we got a superstar. 91 speed, 90 excel, 80 man, 83 zone, 79 press, 90 agility. By the time we hit season 5, this guy will be probably over a 90. Thank you for making my idiocy look like greatness. There goes Brian Maxwell. He was only a 79 as well. We definitely got to go receiver with this pick, don't we? Laquan Young is here. Combine looks terrible, but his top skills are really good. That's like the only receiver we have until like the 5th round. I'm going to have to just pull the trigger. Screw it. Let's go. Laquan Young. He's a 79 quick. He's ranked 10th in the draft. 87 speed, 88 excel, 89 catching. I mean, that's not the worst pick in the world. Round 1, pick 23. Is the running back going to be there? He is there. Paul Hammond still in the draft. 28 reps on the bench. As long as it's over 27, he's money. Keep in mind that this guy is only coming on like 3rd and 1. That's it. He's projected early first round. A- carrying. Oh my god, 83 star projected. Paul is rank 1 in true talent. 91 excel, 92 carrying, 5 feet yards straight, and he's got that big 89 trucking. We pick round 2, pick 14. Is my offensive lineman gonna be there, or is he gonna be off the board? Oh, you've gotta be joking me. Out of all the second rounders, they took my guy, huh? I guess we gotta go this guy, because my player's gone. And he's a 74, what a waste of a pick. He's not even enthusiastic about being drafted. We really need linebackers. We got Shaq Thompson. Now I want to add another linebacker. Israel Bowe, 75 star. He's ranked 39th in true talent, so that's a really solid pickup. We just completely turned our linebacking core around. This guy by no means is great at anything, but he's good at a lot of shit. Anton Cook, I mean, I might even just start looking for the fastest guy. He's right here, Anton Cook. With our quarterback having as much arm strength as he does, Anton Cook being a scheme fit, the fastest in the whole draft. Let's take him. Let's take a chance on him. 74, but what does that speed look like though? 95 speed, 96 excel. Also has aggressive catch. Jared Short is still here in the early 4th. I think I might pull the trigger on him. Not because he looks good, but because we need a tight end. Jared Short, 75. I was expecting like a 72, literally just to be a backup. He's got some decent catch in traffic, aggressive catch trait. Only problem is me left tackle is probably numero uno gone. He is gone. 2 more wide receivers on the board. We already picked up a deep threat wide receiver. Not fast, but in the red zone, he might do some damage. 70 overall. That's a bit of a bust. Only a 90 jumping. I mean, he was kind of underwhelming, but 6'6". Hey, draft recap. What are we looking like? We did get Bradley Miller. First pick in the draft, 79 overall superstar, killing it. Latuan Young giving Chandler there a little bit of a receiver to throw to. Then Paul Hammond. If anything, this is the surprise of the draft. 83 power back. Oh, he also drops passes. Good to know. Picked up an O-lineman, help us out a little bit. Israel Bowe was a pretty big steal in the 3rd. Then we picked up Anton Cook. I'm excited to see this guy play. We picked up 2 people out of Yale, and both of them were good. What are the chances of that? Then we got J.R. McDonald, kind of a bust. And then the computer got Patrick Data. He's terrible. No surprises there. Paul Hammond was the best player in the draft. Kent Blackwell was an 80 quicker running back. Dakota Davenport, this guy was taken 2nd. He was an 81. The Vikings killed it. They got this guy in the 2nd round who was an 81 quick. And then they got Patrick Charles in the 1st, who was an 80 quicker receiver. Haley Landry, I was looking at this guy. He's only an 80 quick. Did we get the only superstar again? The only superstar in the entire draft, once again, came to the Armadillos. After the offseason, we are up to an 89 offense and an 83 defense. Nate dropped 3 overall, so lucky we got that rookie to overtake him. Short fits in perfectly as a backup tight end. We have 3 brand new wide receivers. Hammond fits perfectly behind Barkley. Getting a look at that defense. Teddy Kadu will no doubt, in my mind, be 90 plus by the end of this year. Our whole secondary looks amazing. With DeAndre Baker, Julian Love, and now superstar cornerback Bradley Miller, mixed with Kadu and Peppers, our secondary is amazing. Ends are trash, DTs are good. Jack Thompson fits in perfectly at left outside linebacker. Could probably trade away Martin and move Bowe over to the right side. There's a lot of things we can do with this. Change around the scheme, make sure it fits better. But overall, that was a hell of an episode, man. I don't think it could have gone much better than that. That being said, fellas, that's going to wrap up part 2 of our Armadillos rebuild. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Madden 20 is right around the corner. Made it this far, you are the real MVP. Hope the rest of your day is awesome. And from me personally, I'm out. Peace.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake. Cause I don't fucking care at all. You've been out all night, I don't know where you've been. You're slurring all your words.